Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Today, my friends, we are going to be revisiting Violence. Violence is a team that I've been developing for quite a few weeks now, making changes here and there on Showdown, on Cartridge, and we've ended up with this team that personally I jive with the most. It is a team that just works so well for me. I think I understand it very well. And I'm just ready to take it into the battle arena. I have been sick for the past couple of days, and I figured that, you know what, I just need something that works for me. So I decided that today, I woke up this morning and I said, you know what, I would like to choose Violence. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So let's take this into the battle arena. Let's see what we can do with it. All right, let's go. All right, and the battle against Pepper is about to begin here, and they've got the Ceruledge. I haven't really seen Ceruledges too often in the most recent past, but that's cool that they're bringing that. Okay, great. Well, you know what? Looking at this, I can bring my Roaring Moon with no problem here. By the way, we've got Roaring Moon, King Gambit, Sandy Shocks, Dragonite, Amoonguss, and Arcanine. Usually Arcanine is the mon that I would want to bring here, but I'm a little worried about the King Gambit when I bring that when I bring Arcanine in. Because if I bring Arcanine here and then King Gambit leads, then Roaring Moon's in trouble, Arcanine's in trouble. Yeah, it's just not a great situation. But that said, if I bring Amoonguss here, then they can bring their Amoonguss. What about old Greg? How well does just a straight up Protect and Tailwind first turn do? Honestly, not so bad. Why do we do that? There are ways that they break that, but I think I'm okay with that. And then if we get a Tailwind up, then Dragonite is huge and King Gambit is pretty decent. So why don't we just go with that? We're starting with some major firepower on my side of the field here. And again, just the fact that there's the King Gambit there might mean that there's a King Gambit lead. And I don't want a King Gambit lead eating up an Intimidate into a Defiant. Yeah, there it is. I mean, would have been nice, I guess, with the Iron Valiant. So I'm going to trigger my attack. And they are not going to trigger anything. Interesting. I think if I go for a Tailwind here, I do have to Terrastalize because that is a straight up like Moonblast waiting to happen, right? So if I go for Tailwind here, followed by a Protect. So second follow-up question, why? Because Iron Valiant is likely going to outspeed my Roaring Moon, and I don't want that. Yeah. Now, that could go down to a follow-up Shadow Sneak Sucker Punch, but I think we'll be okay. Because I can always opt to Protect next turn. See, when you play a team enough, when you play with your team enough, you start to learn some of its weaknesses, some of, the things that you don't want to happen to your team. Yeah. So with Sandy Shocks there, Sandy Shocks could have gone for an Earth Power, and that's why they Terrastalized into flying, which is perfect for me. So didn't choose to attack. Okay, so here's something that I just learned. My Tailwind. Ooh, okay, so I was faster. Interestingly enough, I was already faster. That critical hit is nasty. I don't like it. That Kotal Cleave is relevant. That's great. Okay. So I didn't expect the Icy Wind to happen. I'll say that. But what I can do now is I can Acrobatics into Iron Valiant. I'm still going to outspeed because I outsped before, and now I'm in Tailwind, even with a -1 speed. That's not a problem. And then I can Thunderbolt the King Gambit and do a bajillion damage to that. Yeah, so they're switching into something that can take a Thunderbolt a little better, which is Garchomp, yep. I don't mind that. Because again, I still get to get that hit off. Yeah, they have Focus Sash, which is fair, fine, and cool and dandy. And here comes that Moonblast on Roaring Moon, which it can take because it's not the thing. We can protect it here. We can protect it from a Shadow Sneak. And then Sandy Shocks can Earth Power. Who am I Earth Powering here? Hold on. So we got Dragonite and King Gambit. I would honestly rather do damage to the Garchomp right now so that I can Extreme Speed or Extreme Speed or Sucker Punch the Iron Valiant. Yeah, I think that's right. Ooh, Iron Valiant's gonna protect as well. That's okay. Okay. Now it depends on what the Garchomp chose to do here. If it chose to Earthquake, yeah, so that it could only target my Sandy Shocks, then I think I'm okay with that. Because I can bring out Dragonite here in Extreme Speed. And then attack the Garchomp. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Take out my Sandy Shocks. I dare you. Oh, Sandy Shocks! Sandy Shocks, you rock! Ah, you're great. We're going to go into Dragonite here. We're going to Earth Power the Garchomp. I have a super strong feeling that the Iron Valiant's going to go for a Shadow Sneak. However, it went for an Icy Wind, Moonblast, Protect, and then it has something else. Maybe it doesn't even have. Oh. Hold up. Maybe it doesn't even have Shadow Sneak. Maybe it's got a close combat for that fighting stab. Yep. We're going to target the Garchomp. Oh, okay. So they're going to swap back in the King Gambit. Again, that's okay. Fine. Sure. Yeah, they don't have it. And so I am happy to target the King Gambit in 2 slots. I'm happy to double into the King Gambit here. Do I need to hit the Tailwind? No, I don't. Yeah, Garchomp's gonna come right back out, and that's okay. We're gonna go for an Acro on Garchomp. We're gonna go for a Thunderbolt on King Gambit. I think I might as well protect here, actually, right? It doesn't matter at this point. I've taken out a Pokemon. I have taken out a Pokemon. Yeah. King Gambit's gonna Sucker Punch that. That's good. Okay, because what could have happened there is if I protected the Sandy Shocks, then that would have just Sucker Punched my Roaring Moon, and then my Sandy Shocks wouldn't have done anything this turn. Garchomp does outspeed though, unfortunately. Okay, that's unfortunate. Didn't realize that. Okay, but here I would bring out Dragonite, I bring out King Gambit. And if that's Scarfed into Stomping Tantrum, then we're in good position, I guess. So I attack the Garchomp, and I Kowtow Cleave the King Gambit. If that is Scarfed, then Stomping Tantrum is about to do a lot of damage. No, I'm highly defensive. This King Gambit is highly defensive. Yeah, I have a feeling that's Scarfed. Yeah, but that's okay. Take this Ice Spinner. Ow, my skin. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks because I am multi-scale. And there goes that multi-scale, but hey, such is life. Kowtow Cleave does some decent damage here, but Kowtow Cleave is also going to do some decent damage there. Unless a Sucker Punch can take out... Oh, that's the Rule Edge. Unless a Sucker Punch can take out my Dragonite, then I think I'm okay. This is going to come down to it, though. So here comes the Ice Spinner. It's going to take it out. It's great. Can this Cerule Edge go down to a Kotao Cleave? Oh, it went for a Swords Dance. That's not great for them. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Oh, good. A Bitter Blade would have been so scary on my King Gambit, but you know what? They decided to be a little greedy, and that's what happens when you be a little greedy. Cool. All right. Well, that's a quick little game one. Let's go and make a quick little game two, huh? All right, we're going to continue to choose violence, and we're going to head into the dance floor again. Come on, let's go. And the next battle's about to start using a bunch of Protosynthesis Mons. Wow. Wow. That's 4 Protosynthesis Mons. Which means that my Protosynthesis Mon is gonna get Protosynthesis. Yay! Oh, it's a happy game for me. Because usually old Greg doesn't get Protosynthesis triggered, but here it does. So we're gonna get old Greg Life Orb plus Proto. That's great. Okay, meaning that we have to bring that, and it's good because I have a lot of things that can use that. I don't really understand why Titan is there, but it is. So we're gonna bring Roaring Moon and Arcanine here because I think that's a solid lead. Meanwhile, I'm gonna lose a lung. Old Greg's going to join us there. And then what's our last one going to be? Is that going to be Dragonite or King Gambit? I have a feeling that if the Screamtail is there, I am going to need to terrestrialize the Roaring Moon. So bringing the Terraflying Dragonite just isn't going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't understand the impetus to bring Titan on a Sun team. It's not there for me. It's not clicking. I genuinely hope that they bring it so that I can understand what's going on there. Anyway, there's a potential to be a parish opening here. Yeah. So here comes the Protosynthesis for the booster energy. Attack was heightened. Yeah, so against the Fluttermane here, I do want to terrestrialize. Against the Screamtail, I do want to terrestrialize. So I'm going to do exactly that, right? I am going to hit the Tailwind, though. Hold on. What if I play this incredibly slow? What if I protect and go for a Snarl here? Do I get like super punished? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Let's do this. And the next turn I can do the whole terrestrialized Tailwind, whatever. Okay. So maybe they're scouting with a quick little Dazzling Gleam here. See what they can do. A good crit. Solid first turn crit. But getting a lot of those today hit on me. That's going to do less damage. Yeah, wow. A lot less damage. I would have had 150 HP if that hadn't have gone through. Unfortunate. But that's okay. They just went for double Dazzling Gleam. It was a decent little scout. We can go for Tailwind here. We can go for a Snarl, because now we know what they're going to do. The Tailwind is going to mean that Arcanine lowers the Dazzling Gleam of the Screamtail. Can I survive it? It's normally effective attacks from 2 Pokemon, one at -1 and one that is a Scream Tail. So like I'm not too worried that it's gonna go down, and I'm pretty sure I can live that. And we eat those for days, right? Let's get a Power Gem. Well, we eat that. And again, the Tailwind does mean that my Arcanine is going to go next. Hit the Snarl, but we're going to miss the someone. I didn't see who we missed. We missed the Fluttermane, which is fine. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you so much. La Lloyd. We're going to go for an Acrobatics on this Fluttermane. I'm going to go for Flare Blitz on the Fluttermane. I am so mad at Tailwind into Trick Room. Oh, I hate those plays. Makes sense. It does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. We're going to go for an Acrobatics, and we're just going to take out that Fluttermane because I don't want it in my life anymore. Now, if I bring in King Gambit, I think that's right. Torkoal. They're in Trick Room. Of course. Of course. Oh, that drought. Gonna trigger the Protosynthesis. Ooh, it's scary. It is. Ooh, scary. I'm gonna hit it with a Sucker Punch because I want that Eruption to do a little bit less damage, please. Now I need to buy out turns on my own Tailwind. Ah. However, what that means is that once Trick Room runs out, if I can just buy out enough turns in Trick Room, then I'm pretty sure that we've got this game on lock. There I am speaking incredibly confidently. Yeah, so take that Sucker Punch. Does good damage though. Eruption's not going to hit that. It is going to be super effective on my Assault Vest King Gambit. It's not going to take it out because King Gambit's just a beast. Just a beast. And I do not think that this is going to do almost anything to King Gambit. Yeah, that's 9 damage, my friends. 9 damage. We're going to Acrobatics the Scream Tail. We're going to Sucker Punch the Torkoal. Because just doing more damage to that Eruption man is going to be really good. Oh, perfect. Perfect that we got another one off. It's going to switch to Heat Wave, which is fine. It's going to do a lot of damage, which is not fine. Yeah, and here's a Dazzling Gleam to finish me off. Ah, it sucks. Question is, can Sandy Shocks pull out some sort of victory here? Protosynthesis. Protosynthesis might mean, we've got 1 turn left on Trick Room. If I protect through this, and then I attack with... There's 3 Pokemon. Oh, it's going to be so hard. That is going to be so difficult. I'm going to protect. Yeah. So are they. Oh, okay. Right. I forgot about the parish. I forgot about the song. Poor guy. All right. Twisted Dimensions are going to return. Earth Power is going to hit this. They're probably going to protect here. This is all just stall fest for the next 3 turns. And that's a lot of polygons on that Scream Tail there. That's not even going to take it out. Okay, that's fine. GG. I'm curious how... the crit. Oh, the crit. Oh, that's cool. I think this potentially came down to that initial Dazzling Gleam crit on the Arcanine. That extra 30 HP might have meant that I could have gotten a Flare Blitz off where I didn't. But, you know, such is life when you play Pokemon, right? Like, you're going to get crit, you're going to get crits. Sometimes you win with them, sometimes you lose with them. And today, oh boy, we lost hard with those. And that's fine. All right, let's go into game 3. Let's see if we can pull out a better win. A non-crit related win, if possible, please. I don't want to win with a crit. I want to win with some skill. I don't want to win with RG, I want to win with some skill. I'm getting a little bit of my voice back. Anyway, let's go. All right, and this battle's up against Java, who's bringing a Zoroark. There's all these changes coming to Zoroark. Why are you playing with Zoroark now? Zoroark's about to get fixed. That said, they're bringing a Sandy Shock, so I respect that. I can bring the Roaring Moon. Does the Moongus make sense here? Not really, because the Mimikyu and the Garganacl. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of that. Toronto can come. Dagronite? No. I look at that Scizor and I'm like, no, that like hard walls my Dragonite for some reason. Huh. Because it's ice. What's that? Oh, it's Stomach Tantrum is there. Okay, well, hold on. What if I don't lead with this? Baxcalibur really messes me up. Kingambit needs to join because Baxcalibur messes me up. Dragonite and Old Greg, I think. Both do very well here. So why don't I just say forget Tailwind. I will do this. I think I like this team. Forget Dragonite, forget Roaring Moon. Yeah. I don't need Tailwind, I don't need Throat Chop, as much as I think I do. I don't need Acrobatics. Don't need to bring Roaring Moon every single time. Okay. Okay. I don't hate this. So Protosynthesis to activate the speed. Yes, okay, fine. I could just Flare Blitz the guy. Or I could... I mean, why not go for the big damage? The thing that is probably going to take it out. Plus an Ice Spinner or a Stomach Tantrum, actually. Oh, yeah. Ice Spinner. If I had a day to think about this, I think I would change my moves like 5 different times. Oh, they're not even doubling in. Okay, they're just going to do as much damage as humanly possible. Unfortunately, they're unable to take out that Arcanine because I am a little bit bulky. And I get that first turn crit. The first turn crits are everywhere in this video. Come on. I told you I don't want that. It's not how I want to win. But it's how I'm going to win at least the first turn. Because now my Arcanine is going to go down, but both of their people went down. Their Scizor and their Sandy Shocks, which is just amazing. I'm going to bring in my Sandy Shocks here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that an Ice Spinner could have taken that out anyway. But regardless, now they have the Garganacl up against my Sandy Shocks, which is just a wash. And who's this guy who's going to take an Ice Spinner? Now that's not exactly the guy that I want to take the Ice Spinner, but I'm going to go for the Earth Power anyway. I'm going to go for the Ice Spinner on Garganical, I guess. Who's outspeeding here? Wait a second. I wish that I could see the speeds just from this screen. Yeah, so I'm going to be going first, my Sandy Shocks. And then my Choice Banded Dragonite goes for the Ice Spinner right after. So if they don't take out the... No, I've just got to target this. What am I doing? Ooh. Okay, they're going for power. Well. That doesn't want to take an Earth Power. If my Sandy Shocks happens to live, then that would be great. Earth Power doesn't take that out. Doesn't need to. Ice Spinner is going to do some damage, albeit not that much. Yeah, that's going to take that out for sure. And what's the Garganical going to do? Oh, it's just going to Sulk here. Yeah, I mean, I just have the, what's his face? King Gambit in the back here. It's going to be a pretty confident double in, I think. Is there any point to terastallizing? I think so. No, God, no. If I go into grass, then I get destroyed by ice. If I stay here, I get destroyed by ice, but regardless. I get a Earth Power that. And if I Tera Flying, then again, I get destroyed by ice. So I think this is fine. Do I even go for a Sucker Punch here? I think maybe. Yeah, I saved myself some damage if I Sucker Punch that and take it out with an Earth Power. If that is by any chance Assault Vest, then I need to Sucker Punch. Yeah, great. And they protected the Garganical because reasons. We thought that I would want to finish the job, but that is the threat. The Baxcalibur was the clear threat. Anyway, they're going to soak up a little bit of HP. Great. I'm going to get cured by Salt. Ouch. And they're going to cancel the game. So we attack here. Oh no, they're going to let me do it. Thank you. I appreciate letting me do it. That's great. Anyway, that goes down and Violence strikes again. Violence strikes again. Sandy Shocks loses some of his HP, but I defeated Java in an incredibly upset crit on the first turn to revenge my crit on, or my getting crit on the first turn of the second game. So cool. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. Let's go into the lab. Let's talk about this team. Let's get you out for the day. Come on. Welcome back to Violence, my friends. This is the team. We've got Roaring Moon, King Gambit, Sandy Shocks, Dragonite, Amoonguss, and Arcanine. Amoonguss rarely makes an appearance in this team. However, it is very, very important, and I mentioned this to my friends when I was putting this together, that it's very important that Amoonguss shows its face, right? Because if you see an Amoonguss on the other side of the field in team preview, you're not going to bring your own Amoonguss. Because it's just, why would you do that? It's a grass type. You're not going to get spored. The Rage Powders and the Pollen Puffs don't really matter with the enemy Amoonguss. So it's important that the other Amoongusses don't come, right? Plus, you've got a lot of things that can take care of it. You got the Roaring Moon, you got the Dragonite, both with Tera Flying, hitting it with Acrobatics or Tera Blast. But I do not like Amoonguss. I just don't. Anyway, we've got Roaring Moon with Tailwind, Protect, Acrobatics, and Throat Chop. Booster Energy to trigger your Protosynthesis. It does just bajillion damage. And setting up Tailwind is actually really relevant for this team because Sandy Shocks just almost has too much speed, but it does get outsped by a lot of the current meta. right? So having that Tailwind just really pushes it over the edge of being like an amazing Pokemon. Same thing with Dragonite. Dragonite's always been in that kind of weird speed tier where a lot of things outspeed it, but it just really benefits from that 2x speed. Arcanine, same thing. Kingambit, not so much. Kingambit is just there to be Kingambit, right? You've got Defiant, so enemy intimidates that drop your attack instead raise your attack by 1, net 1. And then Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Kowtow, Cleave, and Low Kick means that they're going to be doing a ton of damage back. It's got the Assault Vest, so it's going to be taking not that very much damage. The Dragonite means that you've got a ton of damage, especially with Choice Band. I forgot that I did not actually pull the trigger on multi-scale with that. It is just inner focus because I don't like it getting fake outed, but I haven't been seeing a ton of fake out. I haven't been seeing a ton of Iron Hands recently. So I might consider swapping that to multi-scale, because a lot of people, they figure that your Dragonites are multi-scale or inner focus anyway. So they're not often going to be going for fake outs on your Dragonite just by principle, but in an open team sheet kind of situation, maybe it works. Sandy Shocks with Thunderbolt, Tera Blast, Earth Power, and Protect. I rarely find the time to Tera my Sandy Shocks because I'm usually Terraing my Roaring Moon or my Dragonite or even my Kingambit. All the flying Teras I usually do. But there are very niche situations where you'd want to Tera grass and hit with a grass Tera Blast. As you might notice, there are no grass moves on this team apart from, I guess, Spore, but no damaging grass moves on this team. So, having that coverage is really important. And for that reason, that's why I put Psychic Fangs on Arcanine with Flare, Blitz, Snarl, and Will-O-Wisp. Because Psychic Fangs, I realized I don't have a way of dealing with screens, right? If an Abomasnow sets up Aurora Veil, I'm done. I'm done. I might as well just leave. If a Grimmsnarl sets up Reflect and Light Screen, I might as well just leave. Like I'll just be over there, right? But now at least I can target something that isn't the Dark type Pokemon to take care of the screens. Anyway, as you might have noticed, I barely have a voice anymore because that's just kind of the life I live right now. I'm working back to get my voice back, which is so sad because I want to do stuff with my voice. Anyway, folks, this has been Mike. I play with 2 Pokemon on the field. This is the team. Go and use it. It's a lot of fun. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.